When no one was looking, I quietly poured a bottle of vodka into my juice. I checked again, still clear, and poured in a second one, tossed the empty bottles into the trash without a second glance, and knocked the whole thing back. The flight attendant was used to smelling alcohol on me, but the co-pilot looked like he couldn't believe what he was seeing. It was his first time flying with me. Before long, I was out cold. The flight attendant didn't bat an eye. Fortunately, it had been a smooth ride the whole way, and we were nearly at our destination. The co-pilot took over the controls and began the descent. Then the plane hit severe turbulence and everything lurched violently. I came to, calm and clear-eyed. The co-pilot reported that the elevators had stopped responding. I quietly directed the flight attendants to keep the passengers settled. Then the nose dropped hard, and suddenly, one of the attendants lost her footing and was thrown across the cabin. The co-pilot fought the spoilers, but the plane kept falling. Everyone on board held their breath. I got on with air traffic control and declared an emergency, requesting immediate clearance to land. At our current rate of descent, the odds of surviving a landing were slim. To bleed off speed, I had the co-pilot dump the remaining fuel. Once we got clearance, we released the tanks. That's when the cargo bay door blew open. An attendant went to deal with it and was knocked unconscious in the turbulence. We were dropping faster. I made a call. We were going to flip the plane and fly it inverted. The co-pilot stared at me. The lead flight attendant quietly said goodbye to her family. I went to work immediately, rolling the aircraft onto its side. The passengers had no idea what was happening. With the co-pilot and lead attendant helping, 800 meters from the ground, I retracted the landing gear and completed the inversion. The attendant who had been thrown earlier slammed hard into the ceiling. A little boy who hadn't buckled properly flew out of his seat. Another attendant lunged and pulled him back in. The descent had stopped, but we were still losing power and the airport was no longer within reach. Then the engines caught fire. I started scanning for somewhere nearby to put her down. First priority, get the plane right side up again. The attendant who had grabbed the boy never made it back to her seat and had lost consciousness. The cabin was unraveling fast. We finally leveled out, but every engine had gone dead. We were gliding on momentum alone. Straight ahead, a church sat directly in our path. I fought the controls with everything I had, but the wing caught the building. The cabin went quiet. Everyone sat still, watching the ground come up to meet them.